Everybody's got a 45. The philosophy seems to be, at least as near as I can see. When other folks give up theirs, I give up mine. This is a violent civilization. Civilization where I am. I got the Constitution on the run. Got a family to protect. 9 out of 10. You call a gun, pistol. Everybody's got a 45. Philosophy seems to be, at least as near as I can see. Other folks give up mine. Got a pistol. Mm. Everybody's got a 45. United States of the NRA. Near as I can see. Content creators are reporting across TikTok. Anyone talking about ICE is getting 0 views. Naturally.
You have a hurricane, you have, God forbid, a 9/11, a health pandemic. If you don't know what you're doing, people will die. Sir, I'm done. If you want to respond. And if we have a health pandemic, then why would New Yorkers turn back to the governor who sent seniors to their death in nursing homes? That's the kind of experience that's on offer here today. I don't have an experience, I make up for it integrity. And when you don't have an integrity, you could never make up for an experience. Had a job. On his resume,
Same that burn crosses. Uh,
How we doing, broski?
What's up, broski?
CHR says Brachaco got assassinated.
Who's bro Chacha? Are you talking about me?
CHR says NVM. CHR
Nah,
says
man, I'm just looking at some. My camera won't focus for some reason. I'm looking at some news reports. Um, yeah, man, fascism is a rise across the world, and they're suppressing TikTok content now. They're suppressing people talking about it everywhere you look, which was bound to happen, right? I never had any delusions that the oligarchs and the far right that control the platforms were going to just let people forever speak against them on the platforms that they own. Of course, they're not going to do that. That doesn't make any fucking sense. And now we're at that time. So here we are.
CHR says, what were we again? According to Leanne, again, the thing she called us.
The corrupt core. That's what we are, the corrupt core.
CHR says, lol, that's Aura.
It is. The corrupt core. Chris, if you go to the Discord, does it let you make a new channel? Do you have the ability to do that on there?
CHR says, hey, but what's your source for calling us that?
What is my source, bro? Like, that's what we got to get to the bottom of.
CHR says, let me check.
There we go. Does it let you make a channel? Wait, what? I didn't hear what you said. What'd you say? Oh no, that's not the same thing. Let me see if I can make you a moderator. Open mod view music. Do that. I think when I try to create it, it might let me make you a moderator for that chat specifically, but I wonder if I can do that for this one as well. Google how to make someone a moderator on the Discord. Server settings. Roles. Create role. Server. Server. View channels. Yep. Manage channels. Allow members to create, edit, or delete channels. This permission will soon stop granting the ability to bypass slow mode. Manage roles. Allow members to create new roles and edit or delete roles lower than their highest role. Allow to change permissions and channels that have access. Yeah. Create permissions. Allow members to add custom emoji, stickers, and sounds. Manage expressions. Allow members to add and remove. View audit log. Allow members to view a record. Made which changes in the server. Yeah. Manage webhooks. Allow members to change the server's name. Switch regions now. Allow members to invite new people to server. Allow members to change their own nickname. Custom name of just the server. And allow members to change nicknames of other members. Kick approval, reject members, ban members, timeout members, text channel permission, send messages and create posts, send messages and threads and create posts, create public threads, create private threads, embed links, attach files, add reactions, use external emojis, use external stickers, mention everyone, roles, manage messages. This permission also brings the ability to pin messages with bypass slow mode. Pin messages, read messages history, send text to speech messages, send voice messages, create polls, voice channel permissions, connect all members to join voice channels and hear others. Speak video, use soundboard, use external sounds, use voice activity, priority speaker, mute members, deafen members, move members, set voice channel status, add permissions, allow members to use activities, use external apps, create member zone, allow members to create events, manage events, advanced permissions, administrator, members will be permission library, permission and pass by all channel permissions and do that. Hey, change settings. Did I put your name there? Did I add you? And I've got to create a role first and then add the person. Search members, Chris. Add members to this role. Add. Save changes. All right, Chris, you should now be a moderator. See if you can create a new private channel now. Hmm? The corrupt core.
Had God Sleeps is going off.
Yeah, make it private. Text and voice. No, just make it voice because you should be able to have a text feature in the voice
Had
channel.
God Sleeps is going off.
Right now, add me, you, and Dylan if you have him on here. I might just be able to join it since I'm the server host. Why does it have like those dashes? Shouldn't have those. No. When usually when you create a voice channel, it doesn't do the spaces, but if you create a text channel, it does the spaces. Uh, yeah. I mean, I think it's just how you end up making it. That it makes it do that. Hold on, one sec. Let me do something. Um, yeah. Uh, what happened? Yeah, dude. Yep. Tells me not to know this, but I've all but just forgotten what the color took Medgar Evers' blood. And all hid out in the dark. Their hands set the spark. Two eyes took the aim. Cheers to the poor white man. You got more than the blacks, don't complain. Better than them, you've been born with white skin, they explain. And the Negro's name is used, it is plain. Shod by the rules that the laws are with him to protect his white skin, to keep up his hate, so he never thinks straight about the fate that he's in. But it ain't him to blame. He's only a pawn in their game. Down in his brain, he's taught how to walk in a pack, shoot in the back with his fists in a clinch, to hang and to lynch, to hide neath the hood, like a dog on a chain. But it ain't him to blame. He's only a pawn in their game. He's buried from the bullet he caught. Hang on the gun to fire the gun. His epitaph playing. Only a pawn in their game. Lock the entrances, close the door. Seal the exits, 'cause this is war. All gave some gave all. But for what I wanna know, carry on, don't mind me. All I gave was everything, and yet you asked me for more. I fought your fight, bought your lie, and in return I lost my life. What purpose does this serve? Your purple heart, but turned apart. Chat, the government is trying to kill us. They're ran by Nazis. They're ran by fascists. People aren't alarmed because they've been kept stupid and dumb their entire lives, so much so that they cannot perceive the reality in front of them. And me even just saying that is triggering people, it's getting people anxious. Speaks exactly to my point. TikTok has been taken over by Zionists, by the Jewish supremacists. They've begun working in league with the U.S. government to suppress content critical of ICE and the regime. People speaking against ICE and by de facto speaking against the Trump administration. Their accounts are getting banned. Their views are being suppressed. They're losing followers. There's suppression of rights, suppression of freedom of speech. The situation is so dire that People can't even recognize murder when they see it. Instead of figuring out how to stop the government from killing us, we're debating what murder is. They've got us by the balls. They've kept the population at each other's throats for centuries. They've doled out fascist oppression to members of their population, of our own population, for centuries, while allowing and giving petty privilege to the majority, to the racial majority in the country, so that they turn a blind eye to the hypocrisy, to the oppression. Now it's coming to a head. It couldn't last forever like this, of course. This was inevitable. It's been brewing for centuries. America is the Third Reich. That's why America stopped or went in at the very end to fight against the Nazis, because the Nazis was trying to steal our whole flow. We're the Third Reich. And we've come into full form. Make no mistake. Do not mince words about it.
How we doing, Dylan?
What's up, Dylan? Yo, Dylan, add me on Discord so I can add you to the Corrupt Core channel. Let me switch
Dylan
this.
says I'd bet.
It's fascism, chat. Do not play coy about it. It doesn't respond to you being nice. It doesn't respond to your anger. It doesn't respond to any of those things. It responds to force. It only understands force. It only respects force. It only respects violence. It only understands violence. It only deals in violence. There was no debate that was going to get Hitler to stop what he was doing. There was no proposition that would have gotten the Nazis to stop what they were doing. They only understand force. They only respect force. They only deal in force, in oppression, in control, in power, in violence. Running away from it won't stop it. Wallowing in your discomfort won't stop it. There is no favorable position to be had in this situation. Well, I'm trying to add Dylan. Friends, pending, Dill. This is the state of things, chat. Somebody asked me, on Twitch the other day, I still see the chat here. In your opinion, America has the courage to attack Greenland? I don't think they're a native English speaker, but does America have the courage to attack Greenland? As I said then, I'll say it now. It's not a matter of courage, it's a matter of power. Acting in a way that exercises one's power when they're in a position of power doesn't take courage. It's not a question of courage. It's simple will and self-interest. It's nothing courageous when one is in a position of power and exercises that power. Courage is acting in the presence of fear. Courage is acting despite fear, despite inviting harm to oneself. There's nothing courageous about the US trying to take over Greenland. Dylan, I just sent out that invite. Let me know if you get it. I don't know why my camera won't focus. It's super frustrating. But we'll try to ignore it.
Dylan says I got it, I'll join it later.
Gotcha. Yeah, no rush. I just wanted you to have that. Okay. So I got a Jupiter the other day. That's cool. There's a video.
See that sudden power outage in Greenland.
Oh, I didn't see that. But suspicious, isn't it? Like, make no mistake. This is textbook fascism. I mean, it's so, like, these people aren't creative. That's why they can only sort of.
Can't even look it up on TikTok. They blocked it and it says no results.
TikTok has been taken over by the Jewish supremacists in league with the white supremacists in America. I posted a post on one of my.
FYP, so boring to bro.
Yep. They only want you to see the things that maintain their power, the things that maintain their influence, their control. And it is boring. Fascism is boring. White supremacy is boring. The full breadth of humanity is what's exciting. That's what you deserve. Not these insane people who believe in supremacist myths. It will only allow you to see whatever serves that narrative. It's all a lie. They don't care about virtue. They don't care about merit. They care about their power and privilege. That's all they've ever cared about, is their power and privilege. They will do and say anything to maintain that. They will kill anyone to maintain that. They've convinced members of the population that, oh, just be on our side. We won't kill you. We'll only kill them. And people bought it. But obviously it was a lie, because they're only dealing lies. Now they're killing everyone. Because of that, some people are starting to wake up.
Okay, back, Spice.
What's up, Chris?
The enchiladas are really good.
My channel is losing followers like that. Mind you, I haven't changed anything I've said. I've been saying the same things. The only thing that changed is TikTok is now in the control of Oracle, a Zionist, white supremacist company in league with the Trump administration.
How we doing, Dylan?
That's the only thing that changed. Across the platform,
How we doing?
accounts are being suppressed
Tweaking my fault.
that are critical of ICE. Make no mistake, we are living in a fascist takeover. That's not hyperbole. That's not me being alarmist, me being hyperbolic. That is the state of things. Ignoring that, because it makes us scared or uncomfortable, won't make it go away. It never does. I know he has his issues and all that. That's not the point. The point is the message. Hold on, first I gotta find it. Might not be on this one. It might be on the other one. Okay, go find it. I want to play it because I think his response is how we should be responding to fascism. Because a lot of people seem to be confused. Yeah.
Minority. We can beat them. We have to say, I'm not a Nazi, though.
How we doing? Christian Sidilas. Christian Sidilas says what's up.
What up, Christian? Welcome, dog.
CHR says at Christian Sidilas you.
Chris, if you have Christian on Discord, add him to this channel.
Christian Sidilas says at
Okay,
CHR
got you.
dollar sub.
Minority. We can beat them.
I don't think
we
I have
to
him
say,
on
I'm
Discord.
not a
Let me
Nazi,
see.
though.
What room?
2/3 of the country just don't want to be political. It's not politics to say you're not a Nazi. It's like taking a shit.
This is how the entire population should be responding. This is the only appropriate response. Anything else gives way to the fascism, gives way to the Nazis.
Minority. We can beat them. We have to say, I'm not a Nazi, though. 2/3 of the country just don't want to be political. It's not politics to say you're not a Nazi. It's like
If you're on the other
shit.
platforms, you won't be able to see it
You
probably.
just do it, or you explode.
But you might be able to hear it.
You die if you don't shit, and
CHR
you
says that
die if
Christian
you
Sidilas
don't
was
say
her
you're
name on
not a
Discord.
Nazi. Fascism is a fucking cancer. It will eat your country unless your country kills it. Here's what happens when you get cancer. Nothing good. Nothing. There is no way out of it. I'm your country's doctor. You've got cancer. You have fascism. You are going to suffer. You are going to fight. You are going to feel pain. You are not getting out of this. We have fascism. It is happening. We're fucking dead, maybe. Or maybe they're dead. That's about it. It's not a continuum. There's no gray area. It's not a fad. Fascism doesn't pop up and then recede when it finds out no one's into it. It doesn't respond to love. It doesn't respond to hate. It doesn't respond to ignoring it. It doesn't respond to timeouts. It doesn't respond to attention. It doesn't respond to lack of attention. You stab it. You cut it out. You bombard it with poison. Or you die, and in any case, you will probably die. Don't die talking to cancer. Don't die hanging out with it. Don't die arguing with it on Twitter. It's fucking fascism. Enough. Team up. Stop bitching about Bernie Sanders. I don't care what flavor you want your democracy to be. It's democracy versus motherfucking fascism. Minority. We can beat.
That's exactly it. It's democracy versus fascism. I would argue it was never a democracy. It was always fascism. It was just fascism for the minorities. Now it's fascism for everyone. Since the inception of the country, which has never been a democracy, it was fascism for minorities. Now it's fascism for everyone. People don't know what to do with themselves. Half of the country is in denial. The other half is in a sad panic. Pretending it's not there won't make it go away. It never does. You don't want to hear it on this stream? You don't want to hear it somewhere else? You want to hide somewhere, pretend it's not there? It's going to come for you eventually. It came for everyone in Germany, even the people who supported it. They were hung when there was no way Germany was going to win the war, but Hitler still declared total war and made a decree that says every man, women, and children will take up arms and fight, and if you refused, you were hung. It came for them too. Even though they supported it, they participated in the murder, death, and destruction of everyone else. It came for them too. It will come for you. There's no hiding. You only stand and fight, or you die. Right now we're early, so people are reacting as they do. They're trying to hide from it. They're like, oh, these people are being extremists, because if I accept the state of things, then that means I have to do something about it. And people aren't there. What's up, Myths? People can't withstand that. So we run from it.
How we doing, Florida?
What's up, Florida? The state is such that individuals are trying to hide. What's good, man? I hope you're having a good day, bro. I hope you're taking care of yourself. I hope you're taking care of your family. I hope they're taking care of you. I try to do one good deed today. After our long stream, I ended it at like 3:40, 3:50. Went out to shovel snow. Shoveled some of my neighbors' stuff, just to put some good out into the world, because we're all we've got. They want us to hate each other. They want us to resent each other. They want us at each other's throats, distracted, apathetic, and dumb, while they loot our pockets. The fascism we're seeing isn't new. It's simply been for the minority populations since the inception of the country. Now it's for everyone. It was always going to come for everyone, because that's how it works. There are people who still think if I support it, I'll be fine. I'm in the in group. It's not going to come for me. I'm part of the fascists. It's us hurting them. I'm on the winning team. Like the people in Germany soon realized when Hitler declared total war, he said every man, woman, and children must take up arms, and those who refuse were hung. It comes for everyone. At first, it was just for the black people, then the immigrants, the Japanese, the Mexicans, the Latinos. Now it's for everyone. And people still think if I'm on their team, I'll be okay. It will come for you. Ignoring it won't make it go away. Watching that next basketball game won't make it go away. That next football game, that Super Bowl, that reality TV show, whatever else won't make it go away. Turning your eyes away from it won't make it go away. It's here. It's not going anywhere unless you stand and fight. They've already taken over TikTok. Sooner or later, this channel won't exist anymore. They're already banning accounts, suppressing views of anyone who's critical of them. It's happening in real time, right now. It's not theory, it's not conjecture. It's happening. It's here. We're living in it. You can't fucking ignore it. Do so at your own peril. I'm not saying this because it's comfortable, because I like it, because it makes me feel good. I say it because it's necessary, and everyone else is fucking insane and they just want to ignore it because they think it'll go away. They think they can ignore it and make it go away. They can't. I posted a news article that was critical of ICE on my other page. 0 views. 0 views. Banned. Okay, that's fine. I have a small following. Creators with millions of views do the same. 0 views. You see this, the new CEO of TikTok comes out, says they are working extra harder to ban accounts that are critical of Zionism, which is just the Jewish tinge of white supremacy. It's here. It's happening. We're living in it. Being uncomfortable and turning away from it won't make it go away. There was no debate that was going to stop Hitler. They tried. I don't think Jewish people run the United States. I think Zionists are supremacists, and they're in league with Zionists or Jewish supremacists. They're in league with the white supremacists in America, because Jews are also white. And there's a sect of Jewish people called Zionists. They believe in Jewish supremacy. They're in league with the white supremacists in the West. The issue is supremacist ideology. Supremacist ideology runs the United States. Specifically, white supremacist ideology runs the United States. I don't say this to attack you. I know I'm speaking in a harsh tone, and I do so because the situation is severe, and we must speak of it in the most severe of terms. People have lost their minds. I read a book in 7th grade called Night. We were learning about the Holocaust, and the question everywhere you looked in the classroom was, how is this possible? How could this have happened? Why didn't anyone stop it? Why didn't anyone do anything? Why were those people okay with it? And some of us thought they must have just been bad people. No. They were regular people just like you and me. This is how it happens. They ignore it. They make excuses for it. Some just accept it and say, if I'm on this same team, I'll be okay. That's how it happens. That's how those people in Germany supported the Nazis, their Third Reich. What we don't understand is that the United States have always been the Third Reich. The first were the Romans. The second were the British. The third are the Americans. It's always been us. It's always been America. That's been the third. What the Third Reich means, what the Reich means is the reign of the Roman Empire. The Romans were white supremacists. They didn't have the concept of race as we do, but the Romans were white and they saw themselves as superior to everyone else. They saw themselves as superior to everyone else.
That always told me Israel runs America BC of the religious belief of Jesus.
Israel doesn't run America to the Zionist cause because they are parts of the Bible that is sympathetic to the Zionist cause. But it's not Israel running America. It's white supremacists that run America. White supremacists run Israel. They call themselves Zionists. the Reich, the reign of the Roman Empire, who were supremacists as well. They saw themselves as civilized and everyone else as barbarians. They aimed to control the world, and during their reign controlled at least a third of it. They fell. The British Empire succeeded them. They were white supremacists. They aimed to control the world, and at a time controlled at least half of it. The British Empire was succeeded by the American Empire. The Third Reich, white supremacist, saw everyone else as inferior. Negroes, niggers is how they saw everyone else as compared to the white men. That was the Third Reich. Hitler came and tried to impose himself as the successor. We were the successor. We defeated them because they tried to take our place. We won. White supremacy reigned in America. It reigns in America. It was fascism for everyone else. It was fascism for the immigrants. It was fascism for black people. It was fascism for the Japanese. It was fascism for everyone else. Now it's fascism for
I
everyone.
need to hear this.
It's already being silenced. We can't stop it. We can't stop it because we don't own the platform. They own the platform and they will silence it. And this was bound to happen, of course, because they're not going to allow you to speak against them, to undermine them. They don't believe in freedom of speech. They believe in power and privilege. Hell, my channel has what? Right there. 1,034 followers. There are pages with millions of followers that are getting no views. And they're not even saying what I'm saying. All they're saying is ICE bad. They're saying ICE is bad. Banned. This is where we're at. Oh, but I don't want to hear it. Oh, it doesn't make me feel good. It doesn't make me feel happy. I'm not comfortable hearing it. Talk about something funny. Do a dance. Do a little TikTok trend. Distract me. Life is horrible. I just want to be distracted. I just want to escape. I get it. I get it. Everyone does. We can't escape it. I've never tried posting on X. I can go, and I will go there. I'm on most other platforms. I'm on Instagram. I'm on YouTube. I'm on Twitch because I have to be. Because at some point they're going to end it all. If you're on those other platforms, the name is Spice God Dizzy. Follow on the other platforms if you're on there. It will help. We're in a bad place, folks. And ignoring it doesn't change it. People get on here and they're like, just play the game. I don't want to hear about this stuff. Just play the game. I get it. You want to escape it. You don't understand it. You don't want to understand it because it's scary. I get it. It won't make it go away. It won't make it go away. You don't defeat cancer by ignoring it. Like every other problem in your life, you can't run away from it. We all know how well that works. We are living through fascism. Minority groups in this country have been living through fascism since day one. We accept it. The majority of the population accepted it well because it's not us. And they deserve it. They deserve it. They're uncivilized. They're ghetto. They're violent. Every excuse to make themselves feel better about it. Now it's coming for everyone.
Wish we could go back to when Obama was president.
That wouldn't have changed anything. We still lived in a fascist country when Obama was president. Obama perpetuated the American machine. Bombed people all around the world. invaded Libya, said they were doing it for democracy, trying to take out a dictator, as if we don't support dictators all around the world. Obama was no savior. He was another iteration of the American empire. His skin was just a couple shades darker, and we thought that was enough.
Florida says, who was the best president statistically that really helped the world, would you say?
They didn't exist. That's not their purpose. Their purpose is to perpetuate American superiority. Governments are not altruistic entities. Governments exist to perpetuate the interests, the material interests of their ruling class. Every government exists to perpetuate the interests of the rich and powerful people of said country. That's what they do. That's what they've always done. They are created by those people to serve their interest. How was the United States government created? By the so-called founding fathers. Who were those people? Elites. They were rich and powerful people in the colonies who formed the government to serve their interest. That's how every government is formed. That is their reason for existence. They don't say that because regular people won't easily get behind that.
Says this may be a dumb question, but do you believe in all the Illuminati stuff?
In every government around the world. It's Facebook, it's TikTok, it's Microsoft, it's Raytheon, it's Oracle. These are the secret societies, these major powerful institutions. That is the cabal you're looking for.
Dylan says, boy oh boy am I hungry guy.
They own our lives. They control our lives. The secret societies is the NSA. It's the CIA. It's the FBI. The ones who killed MLK, who killed Malcolm. The ones who killed the Black Panthers, committed terrorism against them.
Dylan says, yeah bro, they need to sell TS again. My entire TikTok is just odd and off.
They are working to suppress content on the platform. That's why. That outage that happened, that outage that happened on TikTok, there wasn't anything going on with the platform. That was an algorithm change happening to do exactly what's happening right now. Suppress content that's critical of the regime, that's critical of white supremacy, that's critical of Jewish supremacy. And when I say that, please do not fucking believe the nonsense that Jewish people are controlling the world and all this bullshit. It's the supremacist. It's the Jewish supremacist, not Jewish people. The Zionists, who are Jewish supremacists, are the problem. They are in league with the white supremacists in the West. I say the West, not just America, because they're in every major Western country.
Myths of him says, I am so glad we have you BC. You're no scared to voice how you feel, which is how it's meant to be.
Appreciate you, Myths. Charlie Kirk wasn't suppressed. Charlie Kirk was a paid actor of the Trump administration. He was literally a paid actor of the Trump. When I say actor, I don't mean he was like an actor in the conventional sense, but he was paid by the Trump administration to do exactly what he did. He was paid by right-wing billionaires to do exactly what he did. He was a fucking charlatan grifter. He had no views. He was not a thought leader. All he did was latch onto stereotypes, was latch onto tradition, was latch onto authority, and repeat all the same antiquated bullshit. Women should be in the kitchen. Everyone who's not white is bad. You should look down on them. Listen to the people in positions of authority, religious authority, government authority. That's all he fucking did and said. He was a fascist in league with his fascist overlords. Someone asked me, oh, well, but he had a big following. You think all those people are wrong? Yes. Yes, of course. Someone agreeing with you doesn't make you right. Truth is not dependent on how many people agree with it. How do we know that? Because a lot of people have agreed with things that are wrong. The majority of the planet thought the earth was flat for most of human history. Guess what? All those billions of people were wrong. It didn't matter that they all believed it. That's not what makes it right. The majority of Nazi Germany believed in German supremacy. They were all wrong. So using how many people believe something as some prerequisite of truth is fucking idiotic. You have to engage with things on the merit of the argument. But to do that, you need the skill to be able to discern that. And many of us haven't learned that because they've defunded education for 40 years.
Florida says you taught me more in this life than I've been taught in all of my 24 years.
That's purposeful, bro. They don't want you to know these things. They don't want you to be critical of these things, because if you are, it makes it harder for them to control you. It makes it harder for them to suppress you. Instead, they're like, eat your burgers, watch your sports, envy the people on the top, try to get in their positions, be hyper individualistic, don't care about anyone else but yourself. And that's great for them. That's great for them. Isolate yourself from others. Only think about yourself. Do not form community bonds. Divide and conquer. What's up, Ed? They use age-old strategies because they don't have to use new ones, because the age-old ones work still. They still work. Imagine my surprise. Junior year of college, I'm taking a class on African American history, and we're going through news articles from the 1700s, from the 1800s. Imagine my surprise that all the same fucking things we're talking about now, in the same ways, the same frames, is exactly what they were saying back then. How can that be? How can that be? How can that be that back then they were still demonizing the immigrants? The immigrant scourge, they're coming to take your jobs. They've been saying the immigrants are coming to take your jobs for 300 years. That should fuck. But no one knows that because they don't teach that in the classroom. You have to pay thousands of dollars to go to a fucking college campus to hear that shit. And even then, it's fucking whitewashed and watered down. In a class learning about African American history, they refer to the KKK as vigilantes. They refer to a white supremacist group committing terror against minorities as vigilantes. People that take the laws into their own hands. That's revisionist history right there. That's white supremacy right there. It's in the textbooks. It's on the TV. It's in the government. Try for the last 500 years, B2B. Not for the last 16 years. Try for the last 500. I will repeat myself. Fascism, white supremacy has always been the state of this country. It's just been happening for particular groups. It was fascism for black people. It was fascism for minority groups. Now the fascism is coming for everyone.
I am talking about the deportations that's going on right now.
It's been since the inception of the nation. And before America, it was the British Empire. Before the British Empire, it was the Roman Empire. America is the Third Reich. The problem, the virus that aims to extinguish humanity, is supremacist ideology, specifically white supremacist ideology. It's fascism. It will kill you. It won't stop. It killed those Germans who were supporting it when Hitler declared total war and said every man, women, and children take up arms. And if you said no because you knew there was no way they were going to win, they hung you. They were created to keep us divided. That was their purpose. Divide and conquer the population. Keep them docile. Keep them at each other's throats. So they'll always be fighting with one another and never pay attention to what we're doing up here. And they've managed to make people believe absolutely insane things. How can it be? How can it be if your mind is not fucking corrupted and you're unable to take hold of your mental faculties? How can it be that you believe that the most vulnerable people, they're not just as bad, but they are in league. If they were just as bad, it wouldn't work. One needs to be a little bit worse than the other. One needs to be a little bit better than the other. That's how it works. Go ahead, clip it. They need to create a situation of the better evil. The Republican Party and the Democratic Party serve as foils to one another in a small lens. They both serve the interests of the elites. They both serve the interests of the ruling powers. Their purpose is to keep the population at each other's throats and distracted with nonsense.
How we doing, Dylan?
But they don't operate the same. They work for the same people, but they don't operate the same, because if they did, there would be no point. It would give the game away. The colors are not enough to differentiate them. They literally treat your fucking lives like it's a game of red versus blue, and we fucking fall for it.
Have any say? Or they are just a face.
The presidents do the bidding of the ruling class. They are the ruling class. They are the ruling class. They come from the ruling class and they perpetuate the interests of the ruling class. They are all elites. They're the PR face of the elites.
In my opinion.
Obama was not great. Obama was another elite perpetuating the interests of the elites. That's why when the elites gambled all your money away, gambled your house away, he gave them billions of dollars instead. And all those people lost their homes. All those people's lives were ruined. He didn't give those people a fucking cent. He gave the banks billions of dollars. And then when he left office, his first speech was at a major bank where he got paid $50K.
The Epstein stuff.
Because he's not going to impeach himself. And because the Democrats won't impeach him. They are in league with one another.
Cared the most about is compared to now.
They are in league with one another. Why would you impeach your friend? You are also doing the child rape. You are also doing the child molestation. They're all in on it. Why would they police each other? They are in league.
Dylan says we need to resurrect JFK.
JFK
BTB says
JFK was making a turn, so they assassinated him. JFK started to say, maybe it would be better if we had a society that did what it said and not just
Dylan says exactly like
said things. JFK said, maybe black people shouldn't be oppressed under a fascist regime. Maybe we should try and bring the country together. So they murdered him. They murdered MLK for the same reason. They murdered Malcolm X for the same reason. They murdered the Black Panther Party for the same reason. They bombed MOVE for the same reason. Some of these you guys have never heard of. MOVE was an organization that was trying to bring the population together. People from all over the country, from all walks of life, and say, we shouldn't be fighting each other. We shouldn't hate each other. We should come together to make a better country for all of us. So the U.S. government dropped a bomb on their heads. The U.S. government dropped a bomb on their heads. Obama was more humane when it came to immigration, but that's a hollow praise. He didn't politicize it. He didn't politicize it, but I mean, no, I take that back. I'm not even going to say he was more humane because he separated children from their families. He didn't politicize it as much. And maybe he was slightly less cruel, sure. So yeah, maybe he was slightly more humane than Trump, but he was still doing the same things, just not as overtly. He was still separating children from their families. He was still invading other countries. He was still bombing civilians. He perpetuated the Reich.
Clip 4 anyone says, so do you think if JFK didn't get assassinated, we would be living in a better world in that time?
I think we would have a more equal America. I think JFK truly believed in an America that at least gave those freedoms to the people in the country. They would have still done the American empire thing and terrorized the rest of the world, but he at least wanted the people in the country to have those freedoms. They killed him for it. He was American. He was an American imperialist. He was bombing other countries, but at least he wanted the people in the country to have freedoms. But that wasn't enough. That was too much for the other elites. Mind you, he was an elite himself. JFK himself was an elite. Guys, stay away from good and bad. Stay away from good and bad. Lincoln was an elite serving the interests of the elite machine, like every other president. The Emancipation Proclamation didn't happen because America woke up and had some moral enlightenment. That's not why the Emancipation Proclamation happened. It happened to give way for the expansion of the assembly line, for the expansion of technology in production. That expansion doesn't happen if you're still relying on human labor to the degree that the United States were. It was an economic move, not a moral one. Governments are not moral entities. Say that to yourself in your mind a million times. Governments are not moral entities. Governments are not moral entities. They do not do the elites by the elites. And when I say elites, I'm not talking about Jews. Stop with the nonsense. There's no Jewish cabal running the country. There's no people in dark rooms running the countries. It's simply the rich people who own everything.
You gotta start a podcast. How we doing?
Guys, follow me on the other platforms. If you're on Twitch, Twitter, I mean, Twitch, Kick, YouTube, Instagram, Spice God Dizzy. Go there, press the follow button. They're already doing the suppression.
BTB says podcast would go crazy, not gonna lie.
Eventually, the podcast will come, but we have to build a following.
Podcast by you and have debates, maybe?
Like I said, guys, that's coming. We need to build a following first. For me to do something like that, I would have to be able to do it full time. I can't do it full time if we don't have a following. I have to go to work so I can pay rent. And me and my partner, me and my girlfriend can eat. She has to go to work so we can pay rent, so we can eat. For me to do a podcast, I would have to be able to do this full time. I would need to make it more profitable. And that's very difficult when you're not saying things that serve the interests of the people in power. And I know a lot of people say those things, but they're grifters, they're charlatans. They latch onto authority, be it authority through tradition, authority through religion, authority through government, authority through social norms, whatever have you. They lean on authority because it's easy to get support when you do that, because people have been trained to accept these things. I reject it. I reject it. I vehemently reject it. And it makes people uncomfortable. It scares people away. But they fucking know, because the human mind is not insane. There's always a part of your mind, even if it doesn't know the truth, is skeptical of it. And they know. That's why people who get on here and argue with me and I fucking tell them off, they come back. They come back because they understand. They understand I'm not bullshitting them.
BTB says I came back.
BTB came back. People understand. There was a girl on the stream yesterday who argued with me for like 2 hours, and she kept saying, I'm leaving, you're ignorant, you're this, you're that, you're that, you're that, you're this, blah, blah, blah. She kept coming back. She kept coming back because she fucking knows. And all the people who listen to the charlatans, I don't blame them. They're searching for truth because we're in a fucking giant genjutsu. It's all an illusion. The reason Andrew Tate got so big is because he touched on a small truth when he said we live in the matrix. All that means is most of society is an illusion, and people know that. There's a part of their souls that know that. And so they said, okay, this guy is saying something that sort of like resonates a bit. Let me listen to him. Because it was never about educating himself, bettering himself, and spreading that and helping other people do the same for themselves. Whatever the matrix is the illusion of society. It's social indoctrination. It's psychological indoctrination. It's everything that tells you that this is how things should be. This is what's important.
Elites. Now I haven't really heard of Tate for a while.
He was not a part of the elites. He was a regular schmuck who leaned on authority and stereotypes and fomented the worst parts of humanity to enrich himself. And he went out fucking sad. He got punched in the fucking face and knocked the fuck out. I'm not coming on here saying I'm a fucking tough guy, saying hate women, hate minorities, like look down on people, fucking think you're better than people, think you're superior. I don't think I'm better than fucking anybody. All of the things I'm speaking against, I suffer from it too. And I fucking hate it. And I want difference. I want better for myself and for you. You should want that. Not if you want to change something, you can't ignore it. This girl yesterday asked me, or somebody said something, and they were like, "Oh, he's misogynistic," and they were joking, and I stopped them. I was like, "No, I am," and I don't say that with pride. I don't say that to say it's a good thing. It's awful. It's horrible. But me denying it doesn't make me less misogynistic. It doesn't make it go away. And so I say it. I say it. I say it. And let whatever happen, happen. I'm not here trying to tell you I'm perfect. It doesn't exist. I'm telling you I want to do better, and you should too.
Withers guy.
Who the hell is Dean Withers? Probably another fucking charlatan. Probably another fucking grifter.
Clip 4 anyone says he does debates like Charlie. BTB says the young Democratic guy who debates.
I think I've seen a post from that guy. Or something. I didn't really care for it. I didn't really care for it. There are people who understand that these issues rile people up, and they use that to their advantage to enrich themselves. There are people who understand that, and they don't truly care about it. They capitalize off of it. Exactly. They do not care about the issues. They do not care about the people who suffer from them. They do not care about helping people understand how it also impacts their lives, even the people who are privileged from these issues. They don't care about those things. They care about being celebrities. They care about enriching themselves. There are people out there who are actually trying to educate, but they don't get any fucking attention because they're not sensationalists. They don't go on and do a little fucking song and dance for you and like say the thing that's going to trigger this person or that person, because their goal isn't sensationalism. Their goal is education, and it's not sexy, and it's not hot, and it doesn't have fireworks, and it doesn't fucking like hit you in the feels. They sit there and they're quiet and they're calm and they try to educate you, and people fucking swipe by and they turn it off because our brains are fucking rotted and all we can fucking pay attention to is the noise. And the reason half of the people on here even listen to me is because I have fucking ADHD, and when I talk, I can't help but to fucking scream. And because I'm passionate about these things. So those who need the sensationalism get a bit of that. And I'm not saying that like it's not a character flaw. I'm not saying that to shit on those people. They can't fucking help it because they've been conditioned for that their entire lives. We've all been. I've been. That's what I'm trying to fucking tell people. It's bad. It's bad. It's bad. It doesn't serve us. It kills us. It destroys our humanity. You're less of a person because of it. You don't even know who you are. You don't even know why you do the things you do. You do it because that's what everyone else does. That's what the TV tells you. That's what the teachers tell you. You're incapable of having individual thought, of being critical of things. You don't even know what that looks like. It's like you're barely a person. It's awful. They've killed your humanity. We look down on women. We look down on minorities. We look down on people who are downtrodden in life. There are people sleeping in the streets in the richest country in the world, and we consider ourselves holy. We say under God, while our own citizens sleep in the fucking cold and starve. It's insanity. And we scoff at them and we laugh at them when we spit on them. And we think ourselves better than them. The hubris. We're fucking vain. We care about the most trivial things. This kid comes in this chat. He's like, what do you think about the Super Bowl performance? A lot of people are arguing about it. I don't give a fuck about the Super Bowl performance. It's inconsequential. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. How does that impact your life? What the fuck does that do for your existence? But that's what we're talking about. The Super But everyone does it, so we think it's normal. It's cool. This is just how it is. Hell, worse than how it is, this is right. This is how it should be. This is great. Keep it up. They've relegated our fucking lives to a game of red versus blue. And we fucking fall for it. We buy into it.